The thing I've come to realize about this world is that if you want something, you have to disturb the people who have your key. And that has been the story of these transfers. Because we have seen the things or the transfers that have made a lot of noise were Isaac and probably Jackson. And it was because those two wanted to get out of the teams they were, either forcefully by doing their shenanigans, not caring what will happen if the deal will fail. And that was the case. That was the case for Isaac, just saying, I'm not going to train, I'm not going to do anything. You have to allow me to go. And it was the same for Jackson, albeit late. It was late. They were telling him, come back to Stanford. If he had agreed to come back to Stanford, then he wouldn't be in Bayern. The same for Isaac. If he had like, what, I'm respecting the badge, I would I want to honor the fans for giving me, for employing me for 3 years you have been here. I want to give you respect that you have shown me. And go back to Newcastle to train. Newcastle wouldn't have signed the two strikers and Isaac would still be there because that was what happened in the last minute of Gueye. Now, Gueye had done, his medical in Liverpool and was supposed to sign, but because he had shown a lot of respect, a lot to the club, Crystal Palace are this guy, Crystal Palace are this, and I don't know why these players don't learn that clubs are never that loyal. Even Chelsea like sold him while everybody was claiming, "Oh, he's a Cobham graduate. Let him play. Let him, grow here." They are like, "Nah, you have to go." And Crystal Palace were holding him for quite a while, just waiting until the end because you know, he was he was he was that guy. He was showing respect to the club. He was being a model professional. He was being a model professional, and that's what usually makes you as a model professional, as a model employee, as a model kid, as a model anything, you lose. If you can't disturb people, if you can't, bring trouble for people, and especially if you are good, you'll never get anywhere because people will be trying to hold you. People will be trying to say, if we make this guy great, if we make this guy get exposed, if you make this guy go to another place, another job, his star will shine. And if his star shines and as a team we are not able to reach that level, then we are going to lose these people. So they'll always try to tell you, this is honor, this is respect, this is loyalty, this is what while they're stepping on you. That's what happened to Gueye in the last minute because they couldn't get their man they were looking for. They decided, what, we are calling it quits. If Gueye had, the personality of probably Isaac or Jackson, just saying, I don't care, I want to go. And he had started even before the league. If he had told them, Liverpool wants me, he will probably now right now be in Liverpool. But the thing is, I'm happy for that, the transfer collapsing because first I have Gueye on my fantasy and he has been playing, and I know if he goes to Liverpool, he will not be playing much frequently. Like because they're waiting. He's a left center back, and that's where Van Dijk played. They're waiting for Van Dijk to face off Van Dijk, but Van Dijk he's not going to go anytime soon. I think he's 32, 33. He's 33, 34, and he still has years because he's not running. Whenever he's defending, he's just backtracking, 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 backtracking. It doesn't do a lot in Liverpool. All he does is just managing that. He plays like goal line technology, just managing that offline. When we go, we go. When we come back, we come. When it's time to defend, he's calling off the other. Konate, come and defend here. Who? Kekes, come and defend here. Gomez, come and defend here. You know, with a player like that, he's bound to play until 40 something. He's bound to play until this Thiago Silva's age, 40 or so. Even if Gueye goes there, he's not going to get his time unless he changes and start playing as a right center back. And if they sell Konate. So that's what I was fearing about my fantasy. And the other thing is that we can't allow Liverpool to sign more people. We can't allow Liverpool to keep, you know, just holding players, just keeping a lot of people, just competing in all fronts, in Premier League, in Champions League, in League Cup. We can't allow that. Whatever they won last season should end there. Liverpool has to go back to where they were between 2000 and 2010. It's like once in a while they'll come up, probably take the Champions League, and then return where they were, fourth position, fifth position. That's what I'm hoping. Another deal that collapsed was George. And as much as I made a video yesterday, lamenting, saying, yo, you know what, George should be here, George should be here. I was really happy for him going because I thought he wasn't going to get a lot of minutes. We have Gittens, we have Garnacho. As much as Gittens also looks like if he's not going to improve very time soon, because Chelsea is not that team where you are going to do, what do we call it? You are going to develop, you are going to do trials, you are going to make mistakes and people will just shut up. Chelsea is a team, if you make a mistake, it becomes heightened. Is the reason why everybody thinks Caicedo is still there, still holds the record for the biggest purchase. Well, it's not. Like people think Caicedo cost 100 or something, or a billion pounds. Enzo cost £1 billion and Declan Rice cost 20 million. That's the reason why everybody in their mind thinks like that. But the problem is just the pundits and the fans and everybody always is looking, always is watching. So if you make a single mistake, they'll be on you. That's why I'm saying Gittens probably, he has talent, he's so good, but if he makes a mistake, if he makes a single mistake, it will be heightened, it will be hyped, it will be like, is Ronaldo missing a penalty? That will be why. And that's why I think he will not be playing most likely in Premier League and Champions League. He will be playing in League Cup most probably. So I will just be playing, just be sporadic, rotational. That's why I felt that deal was good for him. But then again, I think, I don't know how this deal collapsed. Like it was like Fulham, because Fulham was signing a lot of people at that time. They were like, who do we want? Where do we go for these guys? Where do we go for, like they were signing a lot of people and just paying, behaving like a African politician. That's what they usually do. Like fly this guy to Malaysia, fly this guy, the women, fly this woman to Malaysia, marry another woman and then another one, then have a lot of concubines, then fly this one to USA, fly this one to Greece, fly this one to Zanzibar, to Seychelles, purchase a lot of, big machines, Range Rover, LCs, everywhere. And then when they go to their rural homes, it's like, why don't we have this tarmac? Yeah, you didn't budget for it. Then they come to that treasury. And it's like, oh, we spent all our money. That's how I think this deal collapsed, because Fulham was paying. Who wants 20? Take. Who wants 30? Take. Who wants another 25? And then they ended with George and they were looking at at the back balance, and it was like, hey, if we pay George, will not be able to pay the salaries for the groundsmen. the employees will turn to Man United, will have to sack some people. And I think that's why George transfer fell through. Those are the two. Oh, of course, there was Martinez again, but that wasn't assured. Sterling is still here. Don't know what he will do. There was also that's those were the two expected in Premier League. There are others in another league, but we don't care. Other leagues are like Spurs. Don't care about them. Anyway, subscribe so I can be Isaac to my boss. I don't want to be a Guay. Nice day.